Yo, what is going on everyone? Thank you for joining me for another manga chapter review. And in today's video, we're going to be going ahead and taking a look at the brand new chapter from Jujutsu Kaisen, chapter 191, titled Sakurajima Colony, Part 1. And before we jump into the video, guys, I want to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for all of the support you guys showed on the last video. You guys are absolutely insane for showing that much support on the video, and just a shout out to everyone who commented on the video, just letting me know your guys' thoughts and theories and just overall what you guys thought of the chapter. It's always amazing interacting with you guys, so you guys already know by now, if you guys are a regular here, I always like to shout you guys out at the beginning of the video just to show my appreciation, because without you guys, I really wouldn't even have motivation to do this type of content, and let alone like put myself out there and do all of these videos. So absolutely thank you guys for all of the love and support that you guys do show on each and every video. And if you guys are new to the channel and love anime and manga related content such as this, please consider sticking around and subscribing, as I'll be bringing you guys even more anime and manga related content such as this video. And if you guys did like today's video, go ahead and drop a like and leave a comment letting me know what you thought of the video and the chapter as a whole, and what you guys think is going to happen in the next chapter. But with all that out of the way, guys, let's just go ahead and jump into the chapter already. Beginning chapter 191 off, we are transported to what seems to be the Kamo residence, where a small and decrepit old man enters. With the residence being after the events of the Shibuya incident, the old man calls out, but is greeted by nothing but silence until he confusingly stumbled upon by Noritoshi. Asking Noritoshi how he got in here, Noritoshi responds to this question with a confused huh. With the old man becoming irksome of Noritoshi's questions towards him, he tells him that he may be senile, but he'd never mistake Noritoshi-sama's presence. Ending their encounter by saying he isn't Noritoshi, Kamo becomes confused as to what is going on. Having their strange encounter wrapped up, Noritoshi searches for more answers, in which he locates Kenjaku. Kenjaku explaining that the old man was Shino, and that he is wandering 150 years in the past, so we shouldn't pay him any mind. Noritoshi addressing Kenjaku as Geto Suguro, he tells him that that name is no longer necessary, with him having learned his true identity in Shibuya. With Kenjaku listing and detailing events that have been put in place from the sealing of Gojo and the creation of the Culling Games, he explains that the man who is the culprit might be dead, but he still is a member of the Kamo clan. Kenjaku stating that Noritoshi's intent was to convince Gakukanji into canceling the execution due to him being a part of the Jujutsu Kaisen headquarters. Kenjaku revealing that Gojo has been deemed an accomplice in the Shibuya incident, thus making any attempts at removing his seal a criminal offense. With Kenjaku admiring Noritoshi's understanding of the situation, Noritoshi asks him that it was him that he let the order slide from the Jujutsu Kaisen headquarters while executing all who wanted Geto's execution brought out. Adding to Noritoshi's conclusion by saying that he also executed those who stated Okatsu was Yuji's executioner. Having his hope dissipate, seeing as how everything has been orchestrated by Kenjaku thus far, Kenjaku tells him that thus his mother is of conservative faction, thus the Kamo clan is now his, as well as the 25th clan head. Telling him that there is no longer need for him and that they will never meet again, Noritoshi prepares for battle. Kenjaku becoming puzzled as to Noritoshi readying himself, he tells him that he doesn't plan on killing him and that he'd rather he leave instead of him dirtying the room. Transitioning back to the battle with Noritoshi and Maki, the two are amazed at the speed and human-like nature of the cursed spirit. Maki acknowledging Noritoshi's confusion, she asserts how the spirit feels different in some way. With the cursed spirit muttering MA, it displays an intense speed. Both Maki and Noritoshi bracing themselves, Maki is blindsided by the unreal speed of the cursed spirit. Noritoshi is surprised by exclaiming how he couldn't see anything. With the cursed spirit and Maki now engaging in battle, Maki continues to notice how the sensation of the spirit is unlike anything she's felt before. As the two continue to fight, Maki is seemingly starting to adapt to the spirit and get the upper hand. But just as she dodges an attack, she is caught and pinned by the cursed spirit. With the cursed spirit finally being able to form a word, it calls to Maki saying, "Hello, Maki-chan." With the cursed spirit being revealed to actually be NAOYA Zeinen, we get a final panel of Maki shocked as to his resurrection. NAOYA telling her that he too has come to this side. As the chapter ends off on yet another crazy cliffhanger, what will be the outcome of their battle? Will Maki be able to overcome NAOYA yet again and lay his spirit to rest? Or will NAOYA get the revenge he so desperately yearns for by killing Maki? And alright guys, that is going to go ahead and wrap up the synopsis for chapter 191. Now we're going to go ahead and head on over into my thoughts and overall review of the chapter as a whole. And man guys, was this chapter absolutely ridiculous. I mean, oh my lord. I don't even know where to start, guys. Like, I promise, I don't even know where to start with this chapter, because it's just, there's like so much to unpack in this chapter, because not only did we get the reveal of NAOYA, but we also got a great like bit of intel as to like Kenjaku's like sort of manipulation of like the Jujutsu Kaisen headquarters, how he pinned the whole thing on, well, you know, pretty much blaming Gojo for being an accomplice in the Shibuya incident. So I think there is just a lot to unpack, but before we get into that, I'm going to go ahead and give this chapter, no surprise, a 10 out of 10. I thought this chapter was absolutely ridiculous. You know, the fire streak of all the Jujutsu Kaisen chapters is still like on a roll. Like, we're not, guys, I think we're just getting started with that, with just all the hype stuff. I think like even all the more hype stuff that happened with the Hikari and Kashimo fight was just a prelude to how crazy stuff's about to get in the Culling games and in Jujutsu Kaisen. So as I said, 10 out of 10, but I'd like to go ahead and start off at the beginning, because there is a lot to unpack, because the old man was kind of like Shino, they refer to him as. That he was like, you know, like, oh, well, you're not Noritoshi. I know Noritoshi-sama when I see him. So it was very interesting, because you do, like, we do have to recall that Kenjaku's name, he is referred to as Noritoshi Kamo. So they both share the same name. So when Noritoshi was like, what are you talking about? I'm Noritoshi. He was actually referring to Kenjaku, and he's like, you're not Kenjaku. Like, in essence, that's what he was saying. So I thought that was a very interesting piece of dialogue, and I was very interested to see after the Shibuya incident with Kenjaku's identity being revealed, to see if that would come into play in any of the future chapters, and it actually did. So that was actually very interesting. And also with Kenjaku telling him that they're, like, when he was referring to the list, right, from chapter 137, the 5 orders, I really like how they brought that back as well, to give a lot of clarification, because I think it just weaves a really good web of just consistency. They just really, because a lot of people, myself included, we're still in the dark a lot about what Kenjaku's main goal is, right? I mean, we have like bits, we have a good amount of pieces, but we still don't know what he's ultimately after. So I like them being, them calling back to other chapters and stuff like that, and letting us know just exactly like how Kenjaku's going about orchestrating a lot of this stuff. Because even by the end of their exchange with Kenjaku and Noritoshi's just like completely like, what the hell, man? This guy's been like plotting everything, like, you know, even my hope has just been planned by this guy. So it's just crazy how Kenjaku's plans is like creating like this artificial hope for a lot of the characters, and Noritoshi's kind of like the first one to see firsthand how just like fabricated that like hope he was holding on to is. So, and then I also like their ending, right? How like Noritoshi's getting ready to like prepare for battle, and like Kenjaku's like, hey, what are you doing? Like, no, I don't want to kill you. Like, I don't want to dirty the room up, so you should just leave. So that, if that's not disrespectful, I don't know what the hell is. Like, telling someone you don't want to dirty the room, so you should just leave. Like, that's, you know, that's a power move right there. That's a complete power move. So yeah, that was real disrespectful by Kenjaku. But we'll see if Noritoshi gets some sort of revenge in the future for that one. But yeah, as of right now, Noritoshi's going to have to hold that L. But going on to the fight with Noritoshi, Maki, and NAOYA, I think it was really sort of interesting how we found out that Noritoshi, or not Noritoshi, but NAOYA has been like essentially resurrected as a cursed spirit. Now, I have seen quite a bit of speculation from a lot of people in the community, like debating and theorizing as to whether or not NAOYA would have returned as a cursed spirit. Because if you guys remember, Maki, when she got her awakening and fused with Mai, their father immediately saw, like, he got a glimpse of Toji in Maki. So a lot of people are theorizing, just like Toji had like his own cursed spirit, like worm sort of thing, they think this essentially is going to be Maki's like worm. It's going to be NAOYA. So that's just like really interesting to think about, right? Because, you know, Gigi Akutami loves just like dick teasing us in these chapters, like, honestly, right? Like, even though there was so much in this chapter, I barely felt like I got anything, and I'm pretty sure you guys felt that way too. So we're just gonna have to wait and see just exactly how this fight like unfolds, and then we're also gonna see if people were correctly theorizing as to what Maki is going to actually get. Is she going to actually get NAOYA as a cursed spirit, or are people just going a little too far? But I'm very interested to see what is going to happen next. Now, unfortunately, the next chapter for Jujutsu Kaisen will be on a break, so there's going to be a 1-week break. So yeah, not a fan of that, but hey, I am going to be a fan of whenever the chapter does return and we get to see all the craziness that unfolds. So that's going to be it for me, guys. If you guys did like today's video, go ahead and consider sticking around and subscribing, and let me know what you guys thought of the chapter down in the comment section below. Guys, you guys know how much I love your guys' comments. I respond to every comment, and you guys just absolutely kill it in the comment section below. So very interested to hear what you guys think of this chapter, as well as what you guys think is going to happen in the next chapter. And if you guys did like today's video, go ahead and drop a like, as it will greatly help out the channel as well as the video. But yeah, guys, that's going to be all from me. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. See ya.